Welcome back to Speargrass Village. If you're new here, thanks for coming. If you're coming back, thanks for returning. Today, I'll be making a set of chain maker's tongs. Stick around. Okay, so today we'll be making a set of chain maker's tongs. I've got a project coming up that I'm going to need a set like that. This is based on a set done by Roy from Christ Centered Ironworks. I'll be using 12mm round bar as the base of this set of tongs. I'll link Roy's tong making video in a card up here, and at the end of it, at the end of this video, I'll also link Roy's Christ Centered Ironworks series on making tongs. They're very educational. I recommend anyone that's getting into this art watch those. Great instructional videos on how to make all sorts of tongs. So I'll be making my tongs in his style. I may have messed it up already. Need to give myself a bit longer, I think. I think I need at least double what I originally gave myself. That looks a bit better. Might just have to fix up the other ones. Give myself a little bit extra. That's a bit better. Even her out. Now, what I've done here, I just fixed up this second set, but I've just made a set down shoulder. I'm trying to bring it down to about half the width of the parent stock bar. Straighten her out. So I brought it down to about half the width of the parent stock bar. And a little bit probably need to bring it out a little bit before, just over the near side of the anvil. Next, I'll be doing what Roy suggests in his video, rolling it 180. Taking it to the far side and sitting down the boss area. If you watch his video, he sits down the boss area first before going across and doing before doing the set down. So remember, if it doesn't matter which way you do the set down, just got to make sure that you do this each on both bars. You do it the same way. Otherwise, you end up with an unmatching set. Alrighty, so now, after doing this side, coming across now about a cube and a half-ish of material. Making a set down, just Now of course, Roy starts out with square stock. I'm using Rio bar simply because it's what I have. There's no other reason for it other than Rio bar is what I have. It's what I have a lot of, so that is the simple and only reason why I'm using it. I'm back in there. Same thing with this bar. 180 degrees. About a cube and a half. Oop. Try and avoid that if you can. Good old mist strikes. I might have not given myself enough there, but we'll see how we go. So back in the flames. We'll heat it back up and get the forge in the boss. Right, so now we're going to go about forging the boss. Alright, so I'm going to roll it away from me at the 9 degree. Okay, so half on, half off. Now, it's going to do yep. So there we have it. So just there, I'm going to heat it up again. I'm going to do another thing that Roy suggested, and drop it about there, just to bring out the reins a little bit more square, so that when we forge this down, it's making the boss square. Something that Roy suggested doing. I'm going to give it a go, and before we put these together, I've still got a little bit more forging out in this bit to do. I will do that in just a minute. But at the end of the day, these are basic flat jaw tongs. And we're going to make them too thin. So now, see, these could practically be finished now, but I've got a little bit more work to do on the ends, just to roll them over, square them down a little bit, make them useful as actual chain tongs. So, as Roy suggested, back over here, so this is raised. Drop. Down, so that you can work, basically so you can work this flat. That way we can put the tongs together and they're actually sitting flat against each other. Now, of course, put this back in the fire and heat that up, but of course you work this shoulder down so that you're working it into the reins, but that way when you put the tongs together, they sit flush against each other as opposed to sitting out from each other. Yeah. Right, so just working this down just a bit, make it a bit. Make it a bit more aesthetically pleasing. It is all this is. Rounding this out, doesn't actually do anything. Right, so that's apart from the tip, which I'm going to work on next. That's the boss and the reins, the boss and that for the number one. Same thing on this side, so just so, ideally, when you make a set of tongs, you should have two that look almost identical on the same side. Because when you flip them over, that's when they actually become useful. Now, of course, as you can see, one's a little bit longer than the other, in the sense of that, but that's alright, we can trim that off or file it off later on, once we get closer to assembly. Right now, just working on getting that tip done. I want to do that though. I gotta draw these out a little bit more anyway, so we'll see how we go after we finish drawing them out. Look at that, near on perfectly in. Alright, so let's get that heater back up. Right, so make sure that's square. Both need just a little bit more refinement. And I'd say that's one done. Got to punch a hole there. Might leave that out for comparison, to be honest, just to make sure they match up the same. So, spot on, and put them together and they come over like that. I probably tighten them up a bit, and I might do. That's just a matter of, I'll do that when it's all put together, because it'll be used on a 12mm odd bar. So got to clean up in here, a little bit of filing and stuff like that. So actually I might get onto that now, just to get it done. Before we actually I might punch the hole first and then file so we can clean up. Right, so wrong hammer. It's going to take me a few goes because I'm not using 100% the right tools. shear out this slug, and it doesn't want to, it does not want to play. Punch hot, shear cold doesn't want to play either way. The plug sheared, it's just not coming out. There goes that one. Come on, come here. Oh, here's a pain. Doesn't want to come out, does it? One done. Finish punching this one out. Are we all good? Oh, just come out. It. So now, here with holes, go together like so. Right, so I'll just go file these up, clean them up a little bit, and I'll be back in a moment. I'm pretty sure none of us need to see what filing looks like. Okie dokie, so just a touch of filing done up just to clean up the edges and round out this bit, clean off the edge here. As you can see, this one was forged a little bit better, so it didn't need as much of clean up. Now, 6mm piece of rod fits through both, so just smaller than the hole. So what we're actually going to do is, using this nut, which are the spacer, just going to tap it through. Right, so we've got enough material. Just want to make sure that's not going to come out on the other side. Have a little bit of space. Right, now we want to cut that off a little bit shorter, so I'm just going to get a hacksaw and knock that off a bit because it's a bit on the long side. Alrighty, now that's cut off. Now I've got this, I'll link the description for the video I got this idea from. Now, can't remember if Torbjorn our man or one of the other big guys, but a riveting block, which I thought was a really good idea, just to help give that little bit of space, and also, you know, that way we're not warping the bar in the middle. But so I'm going to heat up this rivet, get it set, and go from there. Alrighty, so here we go. Rivet's nice and hot, just put it through the middle, give us a little bit of space, and what I'll do is just make sure that this isn't screwing in the end. But it's starting to, so I'm gonna fix that up. That over there. Get off of that. Hey. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Ha ha ha! Okay, I might have buggered up there. I have to figure out a way to get that off. That was a good mistake, wasn't it? Ah, well, I have to remember, when I'm doing 6mm, I need a much bigger hole so it doesn't get stuck like this. Oops-a-daisy. When don't screwdrivers come in handy? Always a useful tool for anything, aren't they? Particularly prying. There we go. Got her off. Let's heat that up again. Hammer on that side now that that one's pretty much done. And we'll get her sorted. That was a lucky mistake, or unlucky mistake, whichever way you want to look at it. There we go. Righty, so that's the basic premise. Right, they do need to be tightened up a bit, so I might do that now. But other than that, they're done. So now I'm just refining, just getting it to sit tight. I reckon that'll do. Tighten this up a bit. And there we have it. One pair of chain tongs. Probably a bit big. I'll probably have to make another set, but hey, the concept's there. And yeah, probably the nicest set of tongs I've made. Give a comparison to one of the first sets of tongs I ever made. It's major difference. So yeah, so that's pretty good. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Also, click on the links to check out my previous videos, and also check out Roy from Christ Centered Ironworks and his playlist on making tongs. It's a fantastic resource for new blacksmiths and beginning blacksmiths. I use it myself, as you've seen, and I will do again next time I I reference some of Roy's work or someone else's work. I will definitely put link there for you guys to have a look at it as well. So check out Roy's channel. He's a fantastic blacksmith, and thanks for watching. Cheers.